Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We're back in our survival let's play world and we've got a little bit of catching up to do. I recorded a episode and all of the audio was terrible. So now we're kind of an episode in the future. The only thing you really miss is we cleaned up this whole dock area and decorated it out a little bit and created a kind of a storage building for now. We still need to detail up some of the walls and everything, but we'll get around to it as time permits. So you can see this is kind of our secondary entryway through this little like garage area, and then we have our main front door. Up above, just a basic little crafting setup here. Stonecutter crafting bench, you get it. And then here's where our initial storage is all gonna live. At least for the time being. But for today, fell down the stairs. We have some stuff that we need to accomplish here. We are very, very limited on the variety of resources we have available to us in this little island area. Fields are still doing great, have wheat for days. But two things is what I want to accomplish. Thing one, I think it's time to go to the Nether. I want to set up a little portal very close to our base. Three things. First thing, Nether portal in the base. Nice. Second thing, I had a comment on one of the previous videos that we should have a grain silo to kind of help fill in the area and also make a little bit of in-game lore sense for these two giant wheat fields we have so far. So I think that's a great idea, and I think that's something that we want to do. Third thing, I think I want to try to find a village. And what I want to do, I'm hoping we don't have to go too far, but I want to find a village and then set up another Nether portal there and start working on kind of a Nether hub, so to speak. Really, it's just going to be the 2 points for now. But that's probably going to be the best way to ferry villagers back and forth, or at least give us quick access to it. So, let's get started on thing one, the Nether. I've done a little bit of preliminary work down here in the mines. You have to go underneath the dock in order to get there. And it's a little bit of a trek back this way. You should probably build a ladder or something, but oh well. So down here, we're underneath our dock. And I actually think this is a really cool little area. I'm trying to think of things we can do down here to kind of help give it a little bit of character. Maybe you have some ideas and thoughts. But a little bit further down, I've set up our first Nether portal. So let's grab our flint and steel, open up the gate, and see where we're at. We are wearing gold boots, by the way. All right, I've taken immediate fall damage, and we are in a box. Okay. Well, that's horrifying. Let's start trying to dig out. At least we're somewhat safe. Oh boy. All right, let's work on making this a little bit safer for us. I was kind of hoping if we dug in a particular direction, we would break out of this, but we might, in fact, be underground, which I think is very quickly becoming the realization here. So, staircasing in the Nether. Here we go. We can't be that far underground, right? Well, it wasn't that much further past where we were already digging, and it turns out that we weren't underground. We were above ground somehow. Over this basalt, what is this called? A basalt delta? How we get down is we don't. We've completed what we wanted to do. which was just get into the Nether, I think. Our tools aren't really we're not prepared to do a huge mining operation, especially in the Nether right now. So I think we close this fence, we say good work, we did great, and then we never have to go back into the Nether again. Coordinates received. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so like I said, I think the next thing we want to do is go on basically a big ol' adventure with the end goal of finding, hopefully, a village. So let's use our dock and we're just gonna start going, really. I'm not really sure which way is gonna be the best way, but I guess this is a way we can go. We've traveled out a little ways now. We found sheep, which is great. Those actually wouldn't be that tricky to get back to our base, I don't think. It would just take some doing. We've got chickens over here. We got big old plains biome. That looks like a tundra. Is that what it's called? Tundra biome? Right over here. Do any of you have any eggs that you would like to donate to me? Any eggs, perchance? I guess not. Okay. So I guess we just keep on keeping on here. We found some bees back there that I'd like to grab, but we need. Oh, you know what? This actually isn't that far. Ooh, we got ice spires over here. That's very cool. Any eggs? No eggs. Okay, well, let's go check out this village. I sheared a sheep on the way, so we have a second bed finally. We've had one bed the entire playthrough. Let's get across here real fast. And now we just hope and pray that this village has what we need. I mean, it's got villagers, so we'll be good no matter what. And we got horses over here too? Okay. How are we looking? How's this village looking? Oh, got a horse there, okay. Alright, let's... Why do I already hear a zombie? Ooh, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll take that, sure. There, where is this zombie? It's like right beneath this guy's house. Oh god. Okay, we'll have to be very careful while we're over here. We'll need to make sure we sleep and everything. What do you got? Zombie flesh for emeralds. Sure. I don't see a librarian, which is one thing I was really hoping to find while we were here. We also need a farmer. Surely they must have a farmer. Right? They've got some cows, okay. So this guy's gonna be a butcher, more than likely. Really, no farmer, huh? It's gonna be like that. I wonder if we just say this is our village, or if we maybe try to find another one. There must be like a zombie spawner directly beneath this person's house. How about in here? Ooh, we do have a lectern in here, actually. Okay. This actually might be worth holding on to. Let's do just the smallest amount of exploration around here. The other thing I would like to get is carrots and potatoes, actually, to help fill out our fields that we're making. Oh, when it rains, it pours. So other village had a lectern. Oh, this one's gonna have a farmer. Show me carrots, or that's wheat. Potatoes. Yep, we'll take those. Carrots. Yep, we'll take those. Beetroots. I think we need those. The sun is setting. Let's get rid of that. I hear skeletons. Ooh. Let a man sleep, please, I beg. Yes, very good work. Very proud of you. Okay, loyalty 3, not what we're after. It's also 33. Okay. Now we play the game. Oh my god, we got it. Alright, well, it's gonna look a little weird, but that's okay. Light it up, and then let's make sure we have building blocks. We do. We don't need that anymore. We will want our bow for sure. And our food also for sure. All right, let's have a peek. Let's see where we're at. Okay, not as bad. Let's have a quick peek at our coordinates. So we're 85, 72, 165. Okay, so we're not that far off, actually. So if we go basically this way. Oh, we have made it. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Our picks are at their very ends, though. But this should take us right back home. Oh, yes. Very nice. Oh, so good. Okay, so now we have very easy access to that village. We'll just have to get a bunch of resources to go and do a bunch of trades over there. But we locked in the mending enchant, so we'll have mending on all of our tools now. So now we can really start the big projects, which is nice. All right, I think it's time that we start on the build for this episode. And I'm thinking that we're gonna do the silo, kind of like the granary silo that we talked about earlier. And I have a pretty good location picked out for it. I kind of want to put it up here. If we can get up this little pathway. I kind of cleared out this spot here. I think this would look really good. It would add another level of elevation to our little town that we're building up here, and we'll worry about getting the path set up and everything else. In addition to this build, I also want to do a little bit of base cleanup and start working on what our pathway is going to look like long term, kind of where it stretches out over the rest of this mountain, and just general beautification. So without further ado, let's get into it. There it is. We have our silo slash, grain storage area for our huge wheat farms. It's a little bit darker than the rest of our builds, which I don't know if we'll keep it that shade necessarily long term, but it's a start. Let's sleep real. Can't sleep? Okay. It was the first build I've done with Lightmatica, which is a pretty cool building mod. It doesn't, there's no shenanigans happening. It's just, a mod you can use to create something in, creative mode. You basically import that schematic into your survival world. And you still have to get all the blocks and craft everything, but it just gives you a schematic to place them layer by layer, basically. So it was pretty cool. It was a little bit daunting at first, but I think I got the hang of it toward the end. But that's what we got so far. Like I said, I also want to improve our paths as well as just general beautification of our base area. So let's jump into that real quick and then come back with you. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed what we've done to the base today. Just for one final flyover here. Basically, we built up this kind of retaining wall around this wheat field here. Trying to add a little bit more detail over to the silo area because it just looks a little flat, especially at a distance. It's starting to look a little bit better, but we'll continue working on it. Outside of that, we kind of created this new field here. I was growing pumpkins earlier for villager trading, but I decided to kind of landscape it and build it up just a tiny bit with a retaining wall, and then just added a bunch of potatoes in here as well. Started to add back some of the trees into the environment, just because things were looking, again, just a little bit flat. So we'll keep working on it as the episodes continue. One thing that I'm hoping someone can help me with is the dock area, and I guess this would be, a boardwalk. I don't really know what this area is called, but I guess a boardwalk. It's looking too samey. It's all the same color palette, so maybe if you have ideas about that, run them by me. I'd like to add some more detail and some interest, or maybe even some depth into the area, so you let me know. Until then, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next episode.